Hey there, sports fans. Rebo here for Carabao Gaming. Got things back on track yesterday after a couple of... Well, I mean, you know, 5 and 3 is still good. It's better than average, which is, of course, 3 and 3. But disappointing from my point of view. A couple of disappointing runs. Like only getting 6 wins with a rogue deck. I felt maybe could have done a bit better as well. But I'm happy enough with 8 wins. Wonder if we'll get offered any pally today. He says knowingly, knowing that I won't. surely this time. Yay! And it's a shame because, you know, I quite like some chamois as well. You know, why can't it offer me pally along with, say, hunter? Which I really don't like playing. And maybe something else disappointing. So, let's see what we get offered today. Ooh. That's a nice rare. Hello, Peacekeeper. That's not a nice common. We don't like Holy Light. Like, the Hand of Protection, it's okay. You know, that's all it is. It's, you know, it's okay. Like, if you get the right deck, like, Hand of Protection's amazing. Or you just go rah, because it turns into like a 1 casting cost removal spell. You know, if you have like 5/5 and they have a 5/5, you go either spend 1 mana and kill your 5/5. But we're going to take the Ogre just to start things off. Eye for an Eye, Acolyte Pain, can't really play either of them. So have to really take the Guardian of Kings there, irrespective of whether we want to or not. And we're quite happy having it. And back to the faster minions, I think, here. Well, Darkscale Healer can be okay. We've got like I say, I always say this about Pally, you've got a lot competing at 4 mana. You know, because Ogre Magi is now, like, it's improved slightly with the Dark Iron Dwarf getting a little bit of a nerf. So you've got, like, Consecration, True Silver Champion, Dark Iron Dwarf, Chillwind Yeti, ridiculous things, but like so many things going on at 4 mana. So it's whether you take the Dark Scale Healer because, like, actually healing everything up for 2 is actually pretty cool, or you just go with the Magi anyway. I'm going to take the Magi. Like, if you take the Champion, it's going to be quite an expensive deck, but it is incredible. I'm not a fan of Stormwind Knight. I just think there's better things to do for 4 mana in this kind of... Oh, you got Blessing of Kings as well. How could I forget Blessing of Kings? Might even look at this Elven Archer. It seems very, very weak, though. Might have to just find a spot for it, irrespective. Oh, obviously Argent Protector. This guy is crazy good. And we'll take a Raging Worgen there as well. This deck does not suit a Divine Favour. I mean, look at all the mana there, so you're going to have to take the Questing Adventurer. Don't really have a choice in that. Another Argent Protector. Yay! Finally! One of the good cards comes along to play. Don't want this, don't want this, don't want this. What do you take when there's 3 cards you don't want? We don't even have anything with Death Rattle, so we've got no way of really using this redemption in... So I guess it's got to be this guy. Which is a bit awkward, because... didn't really want to. So a couple of weak picks there, but Frostwolf Warlord, which is super strong. And I feel the Blessing of Wisdom's probably okay there. You can often get a couple of cards out of that. Again, we just needed like an extra couple of 2-drops, because you don't want to be playing the Ardent Protectors like on turn 2, obviously, because you need something to protect. They're like everyone else's best friends, but they don't like being first to the fight. So, our Bloodfen Raptor. almost up to the sort of requisite amount of 2-drops there. Emperor Cobra, he's a decent enough late game card. He can even take down obviously the big stuff as well. Probably need a few fatties now, or sort of heavier monsters. Humility can be okay. I guess we take a Mad Bomber here. And probably another Blessing of Wisdom. We're kind of forced into taking it, with no real alternatives. Oh, a third Argent Protector. That's very nice. So no Blessing of Kings today. Only the one weapon and no Consecration, so it's a bit of a different deck, this one. So we're going to have to probably like beat them up with big guys at the end of it. Wow, that's interesting, whether we go with the Drake or the Argent Commander. Oh, we don't really have any weapons, but the drawing of a card is reasonable enough. So, 3 Argent Protectors. That's about it for this deck. And the 2 Shattered Sun Clerics, like, that's the nice stuff. We got 1 weapon, and the rest of it is just guys. No Dark-Iron Dwarves, no Fjordwind Yetis, no Consecrations, no Blessing of Kings. It's almost like they're trying to tell me something. Like, stop playing Pally. By not offering it me for 2 weeks and then giving me a strange little deck when I do get it.
Fight with honor.
Well, we're keeping the champion because we've only got 1. And it's pretty important. Especially going second. And we curve out alright here, because we can just go, like, Raptor, Cleric, Champion, maybe Coin into Commander. And of course, we'll see what our opponent does. We might just go, like, Raptor and Coin straight into the Champion. Interesting what he was thinking of playing there, so that might have been... it might have been the 2-1. It's possible. Yeah, really interesting what he was thinking of playing there and didn't. Maybe it's the 1-3 or something like that. Whoop. Time to ruin your day. Now the question is, you use Shattered Sun Cleric here to kill it, or Argent Protector. I think we use our mana.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
This then forces him to maybe spend 2 mana to kill that, but of course he can just swipe. You know.
Wanna blow something up?
Okay, so he was trying to get clever with a bomber. That's what he wasn't playing last turn. Right, that does explain a lot. Might as well shapeshift. There we go. He got there eventually. So many options here. So obviously we can protect her and use the and beat up the 3/2.
Let me think.
We can also just like make the weapon, or we can also like Shattered Sun Cleric, turn it into a 5/2 and then coin it and protect it as well. And that protects us a little bit more against. I think what we're going to do though is.
On my watch.
must cleanse the Sunwell.
So he can't swipe to sort of take 2 of our guys out now. Obviously he can still, like, Starfall, but, you know, that's a rare and swipe is a common, so we're going to play around, like, the common.
For justice!
This is my responsibility.
Push forward.
So we got the middle of the board now, well, at least for a couple of turns. We've got the commander that should help us keep hold of it, and the Stormwind champion. We done? Do I gotta go? You got no mana left? There we go. You got there eventually. I'm just gonna throw guys out, you know, I actually think that's the best option here.
Pay attention, class. No take candle.
For justice!
This is my responsibility.
Push forward.
Because we can play the champion and then we can follow it up with like a 5-3 Argent Commander the turn afterwards. I'm not sure he can afford to spend his entire turn doing that there.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Push forward.
So if he makes like an 8/8 tree this turn, we can take it out with just losing the Kobold Geomancer and hit him for another 10. I mean, you know, he's still got 7 cards in his hand. He's drafted a ridiculously slow deck, and he's going first as well, so if he was going second, he'd have just been dead. Naturalize?
I must safeguard the land.
You need something with taunt.
You know take candle.
Swipe? No? Moonfire? What are you doing here?
Time waits for no one.
Yay! He's dead. Happy days. For Exaxes as well.
For the Alliance!
Push forward.
To Northrend!
Victory or death!
So anytime you die with 5 cards still in your hand, you probably should have... I mean, like, you can tell he's just taken spells, because, I mean, he had, like, multiples of the Kobold Geomancer. I'm pretty certain he played 2 of them. I mean, no, I might be mistaken there, but... like, his deck was made up of... like, okay minions, but just nothing aggressive. So we didn't see a Swipe or a Druid Claw, which are the best 2 Druid cards. I think if he'd had a couple of those, you know, we would have had a much bigger game out of it, really.
For it.
I will fight with honor.
Going second again. Not with any of these cards. Wow, what are you doing to me? Not only do I get to go second, you've also given me 2 dead cards. So I'm just getting beaten up here, aren't I? Do we coin this dude out? Really? I think we have to. Not the greatest play ever seen, that's for sure.
Not on my watch.
We'll give it an extra point of health with a shield. Yep, that's really good against me.
Reporting for duty.
This is my responsibility.
Yeah, my deck is sucking quite badly.
Someone call for
Surprised he didn't heal his 2-1 back up there. That would have like felt a much better play. As far as I can see anyway, but like what do I know?
For the king! For honor.
So my deck's really not doing anything here. All my nice Shattered Sun clerics and things like that are hiding, and he's just getting to ping off my 2 weak cards that I was kind of forced into taking there, and the Stormwind Knight and the 2/2.
For honor.
So we're going to take out the Imp Master there with 2 damage because it prevents 2 imps, whereas if we just attack the imp itself it prevents 1 imp. And this Berserker's certainly good enough to draw a Fireball or a Polymorph.
What to do? What to do?
I like the idea of just playing big guys and playing around a Flame Strike. If we're really lucky, he hasn't got an answer to the Berserk, and then we get to put Blessing Wisdom on it. Oh, he does have a Fireball. There we go. We got there eventually. So since we've got a really high life total, we can afford to sort of just play out the big stuff and just, you know, draw out his removal spells. Also, like, Ogre Mage is obviously susceptible to being the old Flame Strike fodder.
I'll put it on your tab.
Well, that's certainly a nice card to draw.
For justice!
Someone call for the doctor.
So now he has to take this ogre out, so it's just game over. Like, if he can't kill the ogre this turn, so he's going to have to throw things at it. He's just drawn that polymorph, as you can see. He took it off the right side there, so nice top deck for him. And now he can't play that because it's 4 mana and his Mana Wraith's still alive. So I wonder if we'll see him run his Mana Wraith into my Voodoo Doctor and then play a 4-drop. What do you think?
What to do? What to do?
Yep, that's a pretty bad card. So we're still on tons of life. There's no reason to kill his 2/2, it's not doing anything. Like, save the true silver champion for just something better.
I am not a morning person.
I guess not. I guess we won't get that opportunity now. So that was obviously another top deck, because he would have played the Swampoos a lot earlier.
Reporting for duty.
So the fact that he's attacking me suggests he's got a Flame Strike, because he doesn't want to trade off. You know, he wants the Flame Strike to kill my minions.
I wonder.
Right, because the only time mages use their minions to kill your minions is generally when they don't have removal spells. But everything about the way he played that says, like, I've got a Flame Strike.
Hmm.
And it's a pretty easy thing to do here, just Flame Strike. You know, ping for 1, attack 1, and then hit me for 6. It's like, it doesn't take a genius to work that one out.
I wonder. Time runs out on me.
Wow. No Flame Strike, huh?
You call that a weapon?
Oh, he ran out of time. Such a shame. Play faster next time. This is tempting, actually.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Yeah. Take these out. Well, certainly
To
take this
battle!
out.
Follow the rule.
I was really expecting a Flame Strike last turn, which suggests to me he doesn't have it, so I might as well go on the offensive. And we've still got these two as a backup plan next turn.
I wonder.
If he's smart, he attacks me. See, that's bad. Like, it can't attack you, so you don't even need to bother attacking it this turn. Yeah, you can ping it to finish it off, but you certainly shouldn't attack it with an imp. You should attack me with the imp. They're still going to be frozen next turn. Do the point of damage to me. I mean, I'm obviously ecstatic that he's gone and done that. Like, no complaints from me.
To Northrend!
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Victory!
May my ancestors watch over.
Squire, attend me!
Ready, sir.
Crush! No!
For the Alliance!
Pay attention, class.
gotta be kidding me!
Just make guys and hope he doesn't draw a flame strike. It's pretty much how the game goes. Things looking bad for you, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, minions swapping around again. Thought they said they'd fix that bug.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
I love the way they always attack you and then concede as well.
Well played.
Thank you.
How you doing?
You gotta get that last attack in. Because, you know, me finishing at 23 instead of 25, 22 instead of 24 even, makes all the difference. My opponent just had a fairly weak deck. I mean, he had one fireball, one polymorph, no flame strikes, at least what we saw, and a bunch of minions that weren't that impressive. Not that mine's necessarily better, because you know, I had a really slow start.
I will fight with honor.
It's just that I recovered. Question is whether we throw this Voodoo Doctor out there just to like waste his second turn because he's going to ping it. Hit me, bro. Yeah. All on me. We just know it. I just know he's going to do that. Like the 12.5% chance. I just know it's going to be that every single time. However, he's walked in right into my cunning trap.
Not on my watch.
So, woohoo! Tempo. The question is whether we want a Blessing of Wisdom this turn to like draw a card, or just play the Shattered Sun Cleric. And like keep beating him up and hold off for a turn.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
This is my
feel if we do this, you know, we can like voodoo doctor it back up potentially. Plus the Stormwind Knight or the Guribashi Berserker might make for a better target, maybe. Or we could just put the Blessing of Wisdom on his minion. Like, how about that?
Reporting for duty.
This is my responsibility.
Push forward.
Voodoo Doctor as well?
Someone called for the
Thank you for the card. There's no easy way about this.
Push forward.
I'm sorry.
What are you apologising for? You apologised because you're doing well. Especially when you're giving me cards. Not sure doing that's useful at all.
You gotta be kidding me!
I wonder.
So we've drawn yet another spell out of him. And we get yet another card. Awesome. So we're just going to try and run this dude out of cards and see he insists on keep giving me cards off the Blessing of Wisdom. Like, wait a minute, you trying to beat me up?
What to do?
The gates are open.
Now we get to Alder Peacekeeper. He still wants to give me cards, awesome.
Follow the rule.
Vengeance. The frost wolves stand ready.
I think this Blessing of Wisdom's got me like 4 cards so far. At least he can finally kill off his 3-2 and stop giving me cards.
Your magic shall not.
Fine, I've still got a 4-4. Like, it's done its job. I mean, he could have silenced his own water elemental to stop me from drawing cards.
What you want?
I'll have yet another card, thank you very much.
Time runs out on me.
Don't mind if I do. We done? No, you want to draw some cards yourself. Okay. And that's a nice Argent Protector. Feels like I should make the weapon this turn. Then I can't play the Stormwind Knight.
Let me think. For the king! For honor!
What's done is done.
Not on my watch.
Vengeance. For the Horde!
Is there any reason to put another minion out there?
Reporting for duty.
We're playing 6 cards against 6 cards here, but I have the board position. I have 4 cards on the board on top of that. So I thank him for attacking with his water elemental. Turn after turn after turn. And if he doesn't kill these things, the Stormwind Champion's just gonna... Okay. Apparently not.
To Northrend! Victorial!
For justice!
Never really understood Frost Nova, like, unless you've got blizzards and flame strikes, there's no reason to ever pick up a Frost Nova. Like, it doesn't do anything if you don't have a removal spell afterwards. I mean, we know he doesn't have a Flame Strike, because he surely would have played it by now.
What to do? What to do?
To Northrend! Behold the might of Stormwind!
X marks the spot.
To battle!
This is my
Victorial!
For honor!
Do we need to go to 16 life here? No. No, we don't. Pyroblast costs 10 mana now. Yeah, that's not going to help you. Like, there's, you know, other than another Frost Nova, there's nothing you can do here. Time to go.
Thank you.
Thailand.
For justice!
So that game purely came down to me putting Blessing of Wisdom on his Water Elemental, and him giving me 5 cards by attacking me with it repeatedly. That was the mistake that pretty much decided the entire game. Like, if anything, you just don't attack with it, and then wait until your opponent makes something where you get to trade it off, and then that's fine. You know, attack, give him the card, but you're removing a card from the board in the process. Hey, look at us, we get to go second again, but we got the Voodoo Doctor, which is obviously really good against Shaman. Like, as a turn 1 play, it feels awesome.
Well met.
Obviously, not when we follow it up with the Mad Bomber afterwards. Wow, we've got a 70% chance of taking this out.
Wanna blow something up?
Wow. I mean, obviously. Yeah, of course. Like, I mean, of course that happens. There were 3 targets, so of course you hit me 3 times. 1 in 27 chance. So that's like a 3.1% chance. Well, it's just... I mean... Wow.
Reporting for duty.
So not only do I miss the 70% chance of killing that guy, but it backfires horribly as well. Just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Give me a quest. To battle!
Truth is my shield.
And I bet he had like a bunch of other 2-drops and stuff like that he could have played, but it's like, oh look, I get the 6-drop. Yeah, you don't get the 4-drop. Of course you get the big card in your hand that you kept in your hand for like no reason at all.
Someone called for the
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
To battle!
Quest accepted.
Lightning Storm. So he's had all the luck in this game. Because of course, if the Mad Bomber actually works, then his Alarm Bot dies to the Mad Bomber. The Mad Bomber actually does his job. So, you know, that whole ridiculous amount of luck allowed him to get out his Sunwalker on turn, like, 4. And then have a 3-3 backup, so... Again, I'm not quite sure what he's thinking about here. Like, take out my 5-1. Do I get to go? Are we done? You gonna do something with your 2 mana? There we go. Does take people a while sometimes. So after all this, we'll probably just, like, lose to an Earth Elemental or something. Yeah, of course you got a Swampoos, I mean... You've got everything else, and there comes the Llama Bot again. I think we're just taking out the Swampoos here and making like as big a minion as possible for whatever the Llama Bot brings out. Awesome! So you don't get to deal 3 damage. Fantastic. Thank you very much. You've just made Fire Elemental worse.
I wonder.
Right, going second sucks. And here it comes out for the next attempt. Let me guess, Taunt. Oh, finally. Finally. So it looks like we're going to die to a Bloodlust.
There's little time.
Oh, he doesn't even attack. Fantastic. Absolutely beautiful.
Smash.
Well, he's drafted like the single most expensive deck and an Alarm Bot, and it's working for him. So yeah, I'm pretty much dead now. Because he'll just play spells, and that'll be it. Yeah, if he plays some spells, I am dead. Because there's nothing I can do with that 7-5, so if he puts anything up with taunts, I'm just done. But we're going to sit here for another, like, 20 minutes while he decides how best to kill me.
Mind if I roll need?
Yeah, obviously. Just carry on making them, dude. There's nothing I can do about it. Are we done? You've got like 3 mana? Are you going to make a totem? Are you going to do something? Do we not have to sit here for 10 minutes? Like, running to time every single time? Oh, this guy's ridiculous. Go on, just make a taunt totem as well. Just make a stone claw totem just for additional rubs. Yeah, of course it's a stone claw totem. This guy's just unbelievable, isn't he?
Reporting for duty.
So the reason I didn't attack the loot hoarder, obviously, is because I don't want him drawing a card for the Alarma bot, which again, he has no minions left, so we know he's just got spells at this point. Yeah, of course it's a lightning storm. It's absolutely always just going to be the nuts for him. Like I said, there's nothing we can do here, so I'm just going to go and concede because I'm just tired. Tired of being sat here for 20 minutes waiting for him to do something. And we're never going to come back from there. Like, that entire game was the random number generator versus me. And it all started with taking 3 to the face from a mad bomber when there were 3 possible targets. So if I hit his 2-1, then I kill his Alarma bot, none of his big guys come out, and I get to beat him up.
Uther versus Anduin.
You know, he plays his 7-5 Illidan when I will already have like a War Elemental or an Ogre on the board, and I'll just trade it off. Like, some days... And I go second yet again. Some days, you know, we're never like, allowed to win a game. And again, I get the Ardent Protector, and what's my 2-drop? Yes, it's the Kobold Geomancer. Can't give me one of the 3/2s, no. Gotta give me the weak guy. So if he makes a 2/3, I'm screwed. Like, that is fine.
Reporting for duty.
Let me guess, he's going to make Acolyte of Pain. Nope. He has no play.
The battle. Reporting for duty.
Yeah, the Priest Hero ability is like one of the weakest in the early game. When you go, yep, there's nothing I can do.
Yes.
Wow, great draw.
For justice. The battle. The battle.
Because there's a chance it's going to be a 6-3. But here comes yet another Swampooth. Of course, yet another Swampooth. Amazing! How do people do this? How do people do this at all? Oh no, yeah, he got an Argent Protect. Oh, Blood Cell Raider. That's fine. very happy to see somebody actually get a bad card for once.
Follow the rule.
Not on my watch.
To battle.
Did you not think this one through? Did you think my 3/3 would have had 1 damage dealt to it and you could finish it off with the Bloodsail Raider?
I got the best deal.
Apparently you did. Okay, that's okay.
To Northrend. Victory. To battle.
Is someone injured?
So here we have yet another one of these. Oh, I'll just make my guy like as big as possible. I think we still have to take out the yeah.
Not on my watch.
Oh, we're gonna give him a card though if we do this. We don't have a choice. We got to give him like a card.
Left warning.
X marks the spot.
Reporting for duty. Victory. To battle.
We might as well run that in because we're going to be playing more minions over the next few turns. It's like, so he's drafted like 1 Lightspawn and 1 of the double health dudes, and he's praying. I don't have any silences, which of course I don't. Yep, and so his entire deck is like our Lightspawn.
Victory. To battle. Left warning.
Skyland lover.
This is my responsibility.
Yep. Oh, how I would. Yeah, why not? I mean, you know, your deck's like not ridiculous enough already. Why not just make it even more ridiculous? If I throw this Mad Bomber, these guys are just going to end up. These guys are just going to end up like dying.
Vengeance.
But I have to take this risk. I have to take this risk that it's not... Of course you hit me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different targets. Of course you hit me. Just... How do you manage this?
Reporting for duty.
This is my responsibility.
Skyland lover.
How do you manage this with 11 different targets? The Mad Bomber still manages to hit me. Like, I've had such bad luck, it's ridiculous.
You call that
Yeah, my opponent's just the RN Jesus. What are you even thinking about? What can you possibly be thinking about? Why are you not beating me up? Of course! I mean, you've just got everything else, so why not? Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I've never seen a deck like this. I've never seen one person get everything like this guy has. Yeah, no, that's gonna help me.
Victory.
Well played.
Well played? How did I play well? It just... what? That was ridiculous. No skill at all, just like... I'll just go for this ridiculous combo and pray he doesn't have a silence. Or a big game hunter, or anything. And of course I don't.
Uther versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer.
I will fight with.
Well, there's the blessing of wisdom again. I guess we keep hold of it. As it might see some use. And it's cheap. I mean, I've had really bad luck with my Argent Protectors as well. And the game's suddenly lagging out. As I only ever get to do it on a 2-2. Okay, so this might be loss number 3, unfortunately, guys. As the servers appear to have screwed up. Oh! No, it was just my opponent being ridiculously slow. So this might be like another 15-minute match by the look of things.
Reporting for duty.
Maybe he's playing on a dial-up internet connection, or maybe he's playing by carrier pigeon. Yeah, of course, watch this. Watch. Yeah, of course it hits the 1-1, and why is that? Because it's not me playing the Mad Bomber.
Follow the rules.
Like, this sums up the entire video. My Mad Bomber's hit me 3 times. His Mad Bomber takes out what it should do, and also hits me.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
If I was going second, I'd just be dead here. Taunt. Yeah, of course the taunt, so I can't take it out with the Stormwind Knight. So that's another 25% chance of screwing me over that's happened.
For the king! For honor!
I don't know how other people deal with stuff like this when it happens, but you know, when it doesn't rain, it pours. It's like a hurricane, it's a typhoon, monsoon, just like everything. It's the end of the world. Wow, is that your play? You're not going to kill it, you're just going to stop it from attacking for a turn? And make another taunt totem, of course. Like, just what is going on here?
Reporting for duty.
I'm kind of don't want to play this because I know what's coming.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Like, we know Lightning Storm's gonna come up now. My opponent's just got expensive minions. I mean, the fact that he's done nothing for a few turns, but he's somehow managed to stay in this game through the RNG, giving him Stone Claw totems every time. Yeah, of course. Finally, I get to play the game.
To battle!
For justice. For honor. Someone call for
Play your first of 4 fire elementals. Because that is surely what you have. Go on, dude. We all know you've got it. You might as well play it. Let's go. Whenever you're ready. Pretty good. Not terrible, not terrible. Don't really have any way of taking out the ghoul, so...
Wonder.
Ghoul looks like he's sticking around for a turn, unless we get lucky with our card draw. Like we need the Shattered Sun Cleric, that's pretty much it. That's not a Shattered Sun Cleric.
Give me a quest. I must move quickly.
Pay attention, class.
For justice.
To battle!
So now he'll have the Lightning Storm, kill 3 of my guys, hit me for 8. And then Lightning Bolt the 3/5 as well, so he'll have a 9/3 on an empty board. And then the turn after, he'll use his Totemic Claw. And get the Stone Claw totem again. And hit me for like 10 or 11 with the Flesh Eating Ghoul. Yes, and here's the Fire Elemental, as I called it. Oh, okay. So he's just going to try and kill me. And of course I can't play 2 spells this turn, which is, again, pretty standard. So I need cheap spell. Cheap spell. The only time I'm ever happy to see a Kobold Geomancer.
No, take candle. You gotta be kidding me!
Quest accepted.
For honor.
Wow. How am I still in this game? We're just going to make Ragnaros and then it'll just hit me again. Like, he'll just bolt me 3 times this turn and just get lucky with a Ragnaros turn after. Wise choice. Can't fault you on that one.
How you doing? X marks the spot.
Not on my watch.
Quest accepted. The battle.
And we've lost the music, haven't we? The music's gone completely. The music was even disgusted itself at what was going on. Another feral spirit. So, yeah. Wow, I mean, his deck's actually pretty good. He's just too slow. You know, if he'd actually got like a faster deck, he'd have done really well. Yep, that's the guy to take out, for what it's worth. But, you know, it doesn't really matter, unfortunately.
The battle. Quest accepted.
I mean, multiple feral spirits with the, like, the cult master's really nice. Like, just super nice. And it works with the flesh-eating girl as well, as we saw, but he just didn't have enough, like, 2-drops. You know, he was just going, like, totem, 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 totem. And that is what cost him it. Like, if he'd had a faster deck, he just would have won. He just would have beaten me up and I've gone, yep, nothing I can do about it. Hey, we got some music again.
I must protect the one.
I will fight
Wow,
with honor.
we get to go first finally, but just doesn't want to give me anything playable. Okay, we can work with this. There's no way I can hold back on this unless I get like a raptor off the top of the deck. There's no way I can hold onto the Raider until I played the true Silver Champion. Notice that, pretty much every time I played the Champion, my opponents oozed it. Like, I draft one Champion, my opponent drafts one ooze, and whenever I get mine, he gets his. Yep. Any luck? No luck. If we're really lucky, however, he will attack me. I would love that if he did that. Of course, unless he does Mark of the Wild, in which case that'd be pretty sad. It's kind of a shame to throw this Cobra away. Because obviously it has potential many turns down the line, but I can't afford to not make something this turn. Like, a 1-1 just isn't good enough. Another Wrath. Like, look at me, I got Wraths. So I could have made the weapon here. But I just feel I need a body. Like on the board. Like, I'm fine taking the damage. Especially this guy. Like, he's got to have a ridiculous card to kill this guy. Druids generally do struggle.
What we do.
And this is amazing turn. Like, he's gonna hate this so much.
For justice.
Like, yep. That abomination probably wasn't the greatest play you've ever made. Okay. I'll just have a 2/5.
Silvermoon shall not fall. I wonder.
Or do we make the Frostwolf Warlord and protect that instead? Just have like a 7/7 with a bubble on. Or do we make... We have an 8/8 without a bubble on, or a 7/7 with a bubble on? Or do we put the ball on one of these guys and just take that out of the game?
Me for justice. I must move quickly.
Maybe save the bubble. Save the bubble till next turn.
Reporting for duty.
The frost wolves stand ready.
This is my responsibility.
I like that. We'll save the bubble. Because we can make it 8/8 and give it a bubble to take out a tree. And 7/7 is super big. Like, all of his direct damage kind of stops at 6 mana. Sorry, 6 damage, I mean. Like Starfire.
Where shall I strike?
I guess he's got, like, more direct damage. Right?
Justice. For the Horde.
Like, I don't think I can afford to try and play around anything. You know, I think he just, like, Starfires or something there. Or, like, even a swipe here, obviously. It's probably what he's thinking, like, swipe me, kill the 7/1. Yeah, there's a swipe. Absolutely. I am shocked. So yeah, I would have been pretty much dead if I'd not gained 6 life there.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Vengeance.
You gotta be kidding me!
Just gonna make big guys. dead unless you got something. Is that it? Is that your turn? Not going to end well for you if it is.
Not on my watch.
Push forward.
How you
I feel I need the 2 life more than more than the Guardian of Kings does there. So, you know, these protectors got through some work today. But he knows he's dead at this point. Not even Alex Straza will save you, like Deathwing. He wins with the Deathwing. It's funny that. You know, all these situations where you're about to beat your opponent, they go Deathwing. It's like, nope. Why are we still playing? He can't even kill himself fashionably. He could have attacked the 7-6. That would have killed you.
How you
So, yeah, we got there eventually. Took a very long time. My opponent with 1 minion and like 4 removal spells in a row. Like Wrath, Starfire, Swipe. I'm sure there's one other in there. I can't remember what it was. Oh yes, he made an abomination. But yeah, kill one of my guys. Yeah, kill one of yours as well. No, I didn't kill any of my guys. That's how bad of an abomination it was.
The light shall bring victory.
I will fight with honor.
I'm going second again. That's why I'm sad. But we've got like a 2-3 to use with the Argent Protector.
Greetings.
But of course he's just going to go Shadow Word Pain.
Is someone injured?
Or he's going to make a 1-3, whereas if I make the 3-2, then all of a sudden, you know, I'm destroying him. Now he gets to draw some cards by healing up, right? But if he's doing that, he's not improving his board position. So I think we just sit here for a turn and just coin into the Raging Walking. Could have even put like Blessing Wisdom on his guy, but it's not really at like yeah, of course you show up. I mean. Talk about cards we don't want to see. There he is, Kobold Geomancer. Like, there is a massive difference between 2-2 and 3-2 in this game.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
He's not going to enjoy this turn. He really isn't. Might as well attack, dude. Yeah, might as well attack. That's pretty good.
Well played. Not on my watch. Well played.
Job done.
All that just to deal with a 1-3. Wow. And there's Holy Nova. Right.
Embrace the void.
Oh, a circle of healing, okay. Oh, lucky!
For honor.
Well played.
I'm really disappointing him here. So, like, the circle of healing thing wasn't that great for him, because it was still like a 2 for 2.
Follow the rule.
X marks the spot.
Honor.
You know, it seemed like a really awesome play, but he still was throwing away his own 3-2 as well.
Tazdingo! Yes!
Someone called for the doctor.
See, the fact that he's bashed that up makes me think that he's got Holy Nova.
The frost wolves stand ready.
Well played.
Last warning!
Die, landlubber.
But I have an 8-8. And I'm going second as well here. Got 6 mana to his 7.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Well played.
For honor.
He loves saying well played, doesn't he? I think we've had enough of that. Well, now you get to Holy Nova, and I guarantee you're going to find some way of killing this 9-3, right?
Embrace the void.
Oh, I guess not. Gee, I think I'm beating you up. Like, so long as he can't heal, that's actually quite good for me. I actually don't care about that ability.
Let me think.
Pay attention, class.
So I think we just make guys here.
I'm ready. I'm not ready. For the whole.
Because he can't heal. And I'm pretty certain he also can't deal with 5 guys in one turn. Yeah, it's pretty uninspiring, that, isn't it? It's like, have a Shadow of Pain? I don't get a Shadow of Death, which is the one you want at this point. Hey, you can heal. Guess what? You're on 1 line. No, you're still dead. Sorry. Can't count. You're on 40. So that was nice. It was, like, nice to draw my good cards and my opponent not to have the Shadow Word Pain for my Worgen. Like, if he'd drawn his Pain earlier on and killed my Worgen, that was it. Like, I'm not sure I get back into that game with that 2/6. Like, Cleric just healing up and drawing him cards. So, I was very, very happy that he didn't have that.
Uther versus Rexa!
That said, he did get his little combo
I will
off, so...
fight with honor.
I think we have to throw it. The Worgen's just too slow here. We need a 2-drop. We absolutely need a 2-drop. Not that 2-drop. We need a 2-drop, just not that one. I mean, we can always make like a little 1/1 Silver Hand Recruit. He's not a knight yet, he's just a recruit. Ugh. Go on then. Kobold Geomans was like, pick me, coach! I can do it! I can beat them up! It's like, off the bench you come.
Let the pain speak
to me.
I bet he
We
thought he
must
was going to get
cleanse
2
the
cards here,
Sunwell.
didn't he? Nope. But that's fine, because he just makes explosive trap now. Alright. I'm right, aren't I? Yeah, he's going to make explosive trap, yeah. So I'm not going to attack you, right? Because that would be foolish. I shouldn't have hit end turn there, because it might have been a snipe. And then I would have looked really stupid. Like, unfathomably stupid. Let's throw all my guys at this. But the thing is, like, he's got an explosive trap, so, you know, it doesn't really change anything. Ooh, that's quite a nice card to have there.
Push forward.
Not on my watch.
No, smash!
Reporting for duty.
Right now my ogre's surviving another attack. Apparently it's not. I love the way he does that, as though I'm going to walk into an explosive trap.
Crush! No, smash!
The battle!
This is my responsibility.
Oh, even funnier. Unlucky there, unlucky. Like, I think I played that absolutely fine. Again, misdirection would have screwed me over there. Like, just as much.
For justice!
So we could take it out with the Protector, I guess.
Not on my watch. This is my responsibility.
We're going to hold on to the Voodoo Doctor. Like, maybe you can get a important 2-point heal off on something.
I let the dogs out.
Yep, he is now officially in a world of pain. And we do get to do some cool stuff again. Wow, look at that, that's pretty sick. A little worried about making this in case he has like explosive shot, something like that.
To Northrend! For justice!
So I'm gonna keep the shield on it at the moment.
This is my responsibility.
Like this is like Pally decks when they work well together. And it's, you know, and it's not a broken deck. It doesn't have the, you know, the Blessing of Kings and the Consecrations and stuff like that. But my opponent's been kind of forced to play around them all. And he has to attack my 6-3 now. He doesn't have a choice. He has to take out the 6-3 with his weapon, right? Or at least a 2-2. He's got to take something out with this weapon. It's brave. I mean, it's attacking him anyway, so he might as well kill it. Right? So, we could go for the Mad Bomber here to kill him. Ping, beat up, because we're doing him 4 at the moment, but if we ping him, then potentially we take him out, but I don't see a reason to take any risks here. Like, this Mad Bomber just backfire horribly and, like, it hits my Argent Commander 3 times as something equally tragic.
This is my responsibility.
We all know it will be
Someone call for the doctor.
Well played. Thank you.
I mean, he's got a reasonable enough deck, you know, it's like 3 Houndmasters. Let's just remind ourselves that I didn't get 1 Houndmaster the last, like, at least 2 times I played Hunter. Like, Houndmaster, yeah, just beat me up. I love that, attack you, concede. It's like when the teachers at school try and tell you something, it's like you put your hands over your ears. Not listening, la 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 la, you didn't beat me, I conceded, totally different thing. Just like, attack, concede, like it's some kind of moral victory that your opponent didn't put you to 0. Of course, technically you should never concede, because there's that tiny chance that your opponent's going to disconnect before he gets the killing blow. You know, all of a sudden his internet goes down, and you go, "I'm the greatest! I win!"
Light shall bring victory.
I will fight with honor.
Going second. Sad times. And a Mad Bomber. And we all ready. The thing is, like, if he goes like turn 1
Is someone injured?
Northshire Cleric, I can't play the Mad Bomber. But I think I have to here, right? It stops him doing a lot next turn if I play it. Because he's going to heal up and draw a card rather than maybe casting... wow. Rather than maybe casting, like, Shadowward Pain or something. He's going to be like, I got a card! And that's fine. And then I, you know, then I kill it, right? So, yeah, I'm fine with him having a card there. Because it sort of ruins his turn 2.
Put this apple on your head. We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Well played.
A little bit worried about Holy Nova next turn. Yeah, I really feel like there's one in my future here. But if you put the Worgen down, if he plays Holy Nova, like, he takes 8.
Push forward.
Someone call for the doctor.
In fact, he takes, like, 11. So, yeah. Feel free to Holy Nova. This is just, like, the craziest going second hand I've maybe ever had. This is, like, pretty close to a nut draw.
X marks the spot.
Not on my watch.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
He must be thinking, what's going on here?
Push forward.
Like, that is incredible. Like, after all the bad luck I've had, if that's a Shadow Madness, I'm gonna cry. Like the only card to save him there.
This is my responsibility.
So Holy Nova and then lose. Alright? Oh. You knew you had it. So did it this way round because obviously I want the additional 1/1. Like, along with the 7 power guy. Yeah, so you're dead. Why not just concede? 2/3's not gonna help you out here. That was unbelievable going second hand. That was just yeah, his deck was too slow. Right, he did nothing, but I got pretty much the nuts there. Against a priest. And again, this isn't a broken Pally deck. It has no Blessing of Kings, it has 1 true Silver Champion, it has no Chillwind Yetis, no Dark Iron Dwarves. It's got the nice little stuff, and this is why I really like Pally, because there's just so many commons that you can make a deck out of that's gonna do okay. Just not Mad Bombers, and not Stormwind Knights. So we're going to throw the Stormwind Knight back because it's not impressive at all. Ugh. So we ain't getting any fast start against this mage. Another Mana Worm. So you're going to go Mana Worm, coin, Mana Worm. Do we make the 3/2 or the 2/3? Not sure it really matters. We have to try and kill one of these Mana Worms. Let me guess, you're going to go mirror images. Right? You're going to go mirror images, mirror images. Yeah, here comes the mirror. Oh no, no mirror image. Okay. That's fine. I'm tempted to take out the Sorcerer's Apprentice. It's very, very tempting here.
I wonder.
I think we actually force him to waste 2 mana next turn.
Give me a quest.
And we're going to play the Questing Adventurer as well, because that's something else he kind of has to kill. And it's never going to do anything for the entire length of the game. So it's just like using my mana every turn. Yeah, this is just like a really slow hand. And you can just see. I guess we do this just to play around.
Reporting for duty.
Not on my
Mirror Entity. Which it is. 'Cause I don't want to give him any of these cards. So I have to give him something weedy there. Cone of Cold.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Wow, I feel like I could finally do something. This is
This
unbelievable.
is my responsibility.
Who's Northrend? Victory!
Yeah, it's only cost me like 12 life, and I'm still behind way on mana thanks to the. Yeah, of course, water elemental. So you know, we were always going to hit the ridiculous deck at some point, and turns out here it is. Don't want to see this guy. I just have to make one big guy. Like, if I make small guys here, they just get flame struck. So, you know, if I make, like, Ogre Mage, Shatter Sun Cleric, he just goes Flame Strike. And, like, largely ignore your side of the board. So I have to make one big thing. I mean, sure, you know, he's going to have Polymorphs and he's going to have Fireballs. But I need to give myself a chance to win this game, and I'm not going to have that making small things that he can just kill with water elementals anyway. Like, because if I go like Ogre Mage, Shattered Sun Cleric, he polymorphs a 5/5 anyway, and I'm left with a 3/2, so... You know, it doesn't really appeal.
Reporting for duty.
So he probably just had like everything anyway. So this will be like the Flame Strike.
Behold the might of
Yep,
Stormwind.
just as good. How lucky! That is most fortuitous.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
For justice!
The battle.
It's just a shame his guy keeps the extra 1 health, isn't it?
Reporting for duty.
That's the one downside. Like when the Stormwind champion comes down, it heals them for 1. Well, yeah, I mean he's won this. We all know he's won this. This is just like, yeah, it's just like a question of when. I'm not sure why he didn't attack me to stop me from, you know, using my ability there. But yeah, there's nothing I can do here at all. I'm like well and truly dead.
Reporting for duty.
Will stand ready.
Just kill me. What are we even playing this game for? Do you not have a single burn spell? What are you waiting for? I'm at 10 life. Come on, just kill me. Just... Wow, really? It took you... What are you doing? What are you doing? What is this guy smoking? How do you... Yeah, obviously you just attack me. Wow, he had a fireball after all this time. I'm just... What? How can people be so idiotic as to not be able to count to 10 mana? It took him a minute to realise that he had 7 power on the board and a fireball in his hand. You physically want to reach through the monitor and strangle those people. And as always, during the rewards, we get a card that mocks us. And today, the cards are the Golden Noble Sacrifice and the Golden Thought Steal. Why? Why do you get Golden Commons for 8 wins? Plus our entry fee back. Are we going to get something out of the pack? Apparently there's a 1 in 20 chance of getting a legendary. Wow, look at that. My second Leroy. So there's some disenchant fodder there. It's like 400 dust or something. Well, it was nice to get 400 dust, I guess. Not really anything to be happy about from this. Anyway, guys, you know, this is why I like Pally. because it's capable of just getting to 7 wins with so many different cards. Like, for Hunter to do it, he needs to get multiple Houndmasters. You know, there's no other common than Houndmaster, for me, that defines what Hunter is all about. You know, it's so way overpowered compared to everything else the Hunter can throw out there in the common slots. For Shaman, you know, it'd be like Fire Elemental, but also Hexes. Like, if you just have, like, lots of sort of good, you know, relatively fast minions, and you got, like, 5 Hexes for just everything big that they ever play. But obviously Fire Elemental's ridiculous. And we're not talking about, like, rares and epics, because obviously Earth Elemental's stratospheric in how good it is. But for Pally, you know, you got Consecration and Blessing of Kings. Like, you can build a deck around Blessing of Kings, lots of little guys. Like, if you get, like, 5 Blessing of Kings, you're just like, well, I'm just going to make a 1/1 soldier, buff it up to 5, beat you up, and just do that. Just really go at them. Obviously, the Consecrations, True Silver Champions, the Argent Protectors, and stuff like Cult Master, really good with Pallies, because again, you're churning out all the 1/1s. So it feels like there's so many good things that you get with Pally, even if you don't get sort of the perfect cards. Whereas, I don't know, let's look at some of the other classes. Like, Priest used to say, oh, you know, I want like 4 mind controls, but like that's pretty much unplayable now. There's not really a card you pick up in multiples as Priest and feel this wins me the game. Like, even Holy Nova doesn't guarantee you a win because it's just that little bit too slow half the time. For Druid, it's Swipe. And Druid of the Claw, obviously, but more so Swipe. Like, if you get, like, 4 or 5 swipes, you just win. But if, like, we came up against that Druid before, and one of the first ones, I don't think he had a Swipe or a Druid of the Claw, and we just rolled him over. Because the rest of the stuff, like Wrath and Claw, they don't give card advantage, and they don't really trade up mana-wise. Like, Priests, you know, Shadow Word Pain trades up. Like, you can spend 2 mana and kill something that costs like 5 mana to play. You can kill like a Fen Creeper. Like that's a lot of value right there. But you have to be aggressive then with your deck, and that means then you're playing it in a deck with a lot of other little things, so you don't really get to utilize your hero's ability. So again, you know, Priest kind of doesn't really fall together like that. Mage just feels amazing when you play it, because your opponents have to play around your early stuff. Because they're like, oh, you know, he might have, I don't know, Arcane Explosions, or, well, you know, before it got nerfed, like Blizzard at 5 mana was a good example of that. Or Cone of Colds. And he might just have, like, Frostbolts. And then if you start playing, so I'll just put some bigger guys out instead of 4/4s and 5/5s, like Polymorphs and Fireballs. If you put too many of them out, you Flame Strike. So the point is, when you're playing against a Mage, when you get too far ahead, you're like, my opponent's not doing anything. You can't ram it down his throat by playing lots of minions, because then you just walk into a Flame Strike. I could do that against a Priest. I'm like, yep, 7 guys, because I know there's no way you can kill all 7. You can kill like 3 with the Holy Nova. That's it. You're still dead. Whereas against the Mage, you can't do that. At no point, when the Mage gets a slow start, can you utterly destroy him. Because at any point, he can just turn it right round. He can go like, Flame Strike, and you can go, okay, that's fine. I've got another couple of guys, and then he goes like Fireball 1 Polymorph with his 8 mana, and you're like, and now I'm out of gas. But Mage feels pretty flexible. You know, obviously I love Frostbolts, and that for me makes a good Mage deck, so it'd be like Frostbolts and fast minions. Kind of like what that last guy did, you know. He didn't have the Frostbolts, but like you're not going to beat anyone who goes second and goes Mana Worm, coin, Mana Worm, and then follows it up with a couple of spells. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Like, yeah, you know, you just take your loss there. You go, yep, nothing I can do about that. You just got the absolute nuts. You had like 2 Mana Worms in your deck, and you got them both. And the thing is, if he didn't have the coin, the Mana Worms would have just sat around being a 1-3. So if he'd gone first, he might have actually not done that well. Until, you know, all the ridiculous stuff came out later on, where he went Sunwalker, copy it. Oh, by the way, I've got, like, fireballs and polymorphs. But, like, Warrior's another class that I feel has a lot of commons that are just really good. I mean, Fiery War Axe, like, Execute seems fine. There's getting lots of good uses out of that. There's spots where Cleave's okay. Like Slam seems really good. Like, I'm never really sad to get a Slam. Obviously, a bit of a nerf with the Warsong Commander. It's close to unplayable, but would have been absolute at the forefront otherwise. And then obviously we got the Weaponsmith and the Arcanite Reaper. There's definitely a few other cards here, and we just see what's missing here. Ah yes, like some of the neutral stuff for Warriors also like pretty good. Like the South Sea deckhand, you know, goes up in value when it's in a Warrior deck as well. And likewise with the Bloodsail Raiders, like that they always have like a lot of value, even though they're typically pretty weak otherwise. Maybe even an Acolyte of Pain if you've got like the Whirlwinds and Inner Rages and these guys, Cruel Taskmasters. So like I really like Warrior, you know, because it's got 2 weapons in the common slots as well. Whereas, like you could say Pally's got 2, he's only really got 1. Like, Light's Justice doesn't do anything. So they're definitely... Like, Rogue seems a bit strange, because sometimes it feels really powerful. Like, if you get, like, all the ringleaders and stuff like that, or you get, like, Cold Bloods, and you get, like, neutral minions that come into play with Divine Shields on. Like, and then all of a sudden Cold Blood just gets tons better. But I think it's largely the rares that make the rogue decks get to like 7+ wins, so the SI7 agents, the Perdition's Blades, and like the Blade Flurry as well, you know, can be ridiculous. Of course, you know, it helps to have like it's not showing up here. So it's a basic card, isn't it? Yeah. Like the Assassin's Blades, you know, you'd need a few of those. Like a couple of Assassinates as well. But it feels like some classes, like the neutral minions you want, you know, that give you the super strong decks, are generally all around 4 mana, so Chillwind Yeti. And even Ancient Brewmaster can be okay. Cult Master's another one. Dark Iron Dwarf, wherever it is. Like anything that's sort of 4/4 for 4, Spellbreakers as well. You know, Sen'jin Shield Masters, like all of these cards you want. So it feels like you want to pick a class for Arena that doesn't rely on that 4 mana slot. I mean, you know, Pally kind of gets away with it. Because it seems like you're just going to be stuffing your deck with 4 drops. So, like, Mage has got lots of really good sort of 2 mana things that are going on. You know, it's got all the Frostbolts. And, like, Mana Worm can be devastating. Sorcerer's Apprentice is also really good. Like, Mirror Entity's okay. That's a rare, obviously, the Kirin Tor Mage. But again, it's another ridiculous card. So it's still fighting at 4 mana. You know, for your attention, like Fireball, Water Elemental, and Polymorph. So, like, a lot of the time when you're building that deck, you just need to think a little bit about, like, how the deck's going to build in your mind when you get to, like, the 30th card. And sometimes it's really easy to take a 4-drop. But then you just end up with too expensive of a deck, like 25 cards later, when there was like maybe a slightly weaker 2-drop out there. But that's just my thoughts on that. Anyway, it'll be interesting to sort of hear what people rank from top to bottom their classes in Arena. And don't just take my word for it. Don't just all automatically put Hunter at the bottom because I said so. So yeah, I think that's a good question. Like, rank your classes from 1 to 9, and you know, maybe at some point I'll do a video on that myself. And the thing is, like, you don't need to worry too much about classes 8 and 9 because you're never going to play them. Because if you get offered the worst possible class and the second worst possible classes, which are 8 and 9, you're always going to take number 7. So you're never going to take 8 and 9. And for me, the two I'm never going to take are Hunter and you know what? Priest is very tempting to avoid here. Although I've not played Warlock since the nerf with Blood Imp, so I don't know whether that's like gone down considerably. But I'd feel a lot happier playing Druid, Mage, Pally, Rogue, Shaman, Warlock and Warrior right now than Priest and Hunter. So there's my 8 and 9. So yeah, how about we just do that? Pick the two classes you will absolutely always avoid, and see where it gets you. Anyway, you know, I've rattled on for too long, so please, you know, help me out here. Click the like button if you liked this video. Even if you didn't like it, click the like button, just help me out. You know, it takes you 2 seconds. Took me 2 hours to make the video. In fact, I was just making sure I was recording then. That would have been awkward. Like, 2 hours of talking. Yeah, you weren't recording. I've actually done that. I've been like 10 minutes into a video once, then realised I wasn't recording. I was like, oh, sad times. So I think I went downstairs and opened the fridge and ate a big cream cake to cheer myself up, and then went and started again on the video a bit later. Anyway guys, time for me to head off, so ta-da.